They're only trying you because you're close. Close to understanding, close to waking up, close to seeing what they worked so hard to hide. They're only coming for you and attacking you because you're exposing the truth. Truth is a weapon. Truth is a threat. Truth is what destroys their entire operation. Because as long as you were asleep, as long as you're confused, as long as you were believing their lies, they were safe. They were protected. They were winning. But the moment you start to wake up, the moment you begin to question, the moment you commence to see, everything changes. See, your enemies already knew that if you woke up and realized what was happening, if you ever became wise enough to put the pieces of the puzzles together, it would be curtains for them. They knew that it would be over with for their asses. They understood this from the beginning. They recognized that threat. They knew what would happen if you ever figured it out. That's why they went so hard. They put in work to keep you asleep. They strategized relentlessly to keep you confused. They plotted around the clock to keep you blind. They put out all the stops. They gave you the exclusive target package. They isolated you, gaslit you, attacked your character so you doubt yourself. Because a person who doubts themselves can't see clearly. A person who's confused can't think straight. A person who is isolated can't connect the dots. But you did. You started to see what was what. You began to understand what was false and what was real. You commenced to put two and two together, and it got them shook. Because they know what comes next. They understand what happens when you fully awaken. They recognize that their game is finished. You know, family, you're smarter than they thought. They underestimated your intelligence. They dismissed your capability. They assumed you were less than you are. They looked at you and they created a narrative. They decided who you were based on the surface. They judged you without even knowing you. And that's what they fucked up in. They judged the book by its cover when they should have taken the time to read its pages. They saw your appearance and they assumed your capacity. They observed your behavior and they concluded your character. They witnessed your struggle and they determined your destiny. But boy, were they wrong. They were performing an analysis with missing information. They were executing from information that was incomplete. Because they never took the time to understand you. They never invested the effort to know you. They never bothered to look deeper. Because if they actually taken the time to read the pages, to truly understand your story, to fully comprehend your journey, they would have fucking known.